Welcome to All in Auto. I'm Devin. John and Scott are out in the shop working on what we're going to show you today, which is the Drift Chevy Love. There's been a ton of work done to the Drift Chevy Love since you've seen it last, and all of it was not super interesting to watch all the way through. But it was very tedious, very hard work that we had to do a ton of learning, a ton of fabrication, and try a couple things over again. John, can you tell them some of the stuff we did?
Ooh, to be honest, I'm so excited about this, I can't even think straight. So, Nathan, why don't you give them a quick little summary of how we got here. Oh my God, it's level!
What a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
One. Now we have to do another. Scott, take it over there and see if it transfers.
It's
Close-ish.
pretty close.
So we need to make this piece of pipe look like that piece of pipe. This one only took 2 hours.
I like it. I like it too. Show you my templates I made. One is for the right side, and one is for the left.
I knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Meh.
I could do some more in there, clean that up.
I think it looks good. It's not gonna go anywhere.
I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
It's been 27 days. I've been welding every day. I'm sunburnt from the welder. I don't think I have any sweat left. I stopped sweating hours ago.
It's my best cut with a grinder ever. You guys ready to see your first FAPO? This, I think, is everybody's first time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never FAPO'd before.
No, never. I didn't even know it was a thing until Devin told me about it. So, apparently,
On the internet.
and we had a very nice subscriber donate us $500. And so here you go. This is what some of your money went to. Love it or hate it, here it is. It was $220. So we have.
Kiss.
No, that's your thing. I'm not doing that. So this is, you bought these. These are partially yours. So I mean, if you want to come out and see them one day, you know, here they are. We'll take real good
Let's
care
get
of
a
them.
Sharpie and write his name on them.
Yeah, your name's, it's gonna be your name and then FAP.
Not my proudest FAPO.
We're gonna take the O off and just write your name.
Sometimes you just gotta get it done.
But we spent some of the budget, yes we did, but not very much, $220. Let's see how they fit.
By the end of this video, we are going to have the coilovers front and back in. We're gonna have the bed on, we're gonna have the cab on, and the engine and transmission in the frame. So stick around.
You sure about that?
Yeah, you sure?
I'm positive.
You sure about
It's
that?
gonna happen.
That's a lot.
We can do it.
All right, we better get to work. All right, so to make those coilovers fit, we need to make these holes a little adjustable. We want to be able to make fine-tune adjustments in the suspension geometry, because if we don't, then we're relying completely on us building this right the first time. Nah. Nah.
I mean, you might have seen in the flashback, I used my phone to find the angle. I just held my phone up against it, so.
Yeah.
We're trusting iPhone levels.
Yeah. We did do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So what we want is to slot the holes out just like you would on a camber plate on a really nice set of coilovers, like a fancy set, like a bougie set, not like BC's or anything, but like a really fancy set, and slot this hole out to where we can adjust the coilover in and out and get them both at the same angle determined by an iPhone level. Who wants to take the front? Who wants to take the back?
I'll do the front.
I'll take the back.
I mean, are we both gonna take the back?
We're good enough friends. I don't mind.
So, me and Scott are gonna go to the back. John should have the front handles on his own. He's plenty capable. We need a string and 2 nuts. And we need to hang those nuts. Dude, I'm trying to be serious here. All right, so you've heard of a plumb ball. Have you ever heard of plumb nuts? Because that's what we're doing. We're gonna take this level, we're gonna run it across the back of this suspension. What we're trying to find is a center line to start mounting our struts. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a string. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna take a string, we're gonna wrap it around this level, and then let the string drop off the front side of the level. Put it right in the middle where the strut mounts, down in here. And do that on both sides, and then draw a line. And that's our straight line. And that will mean that is the middle of our strut. And then we can take that and measure across the top of the strut studs, and then transfer that measurement to holes in metal. We're making this thing.
I am trying to get the coilovers bolted in. So one of the issues up here is trying to keep the geometry centered. Since these aren't absolutely perfect, I'm slotting these holes and trying to get these all centered up, because the main issue with the geometry up here is that your control arm moves up and down around your coilover. So if they're not perfectly set during the travel of your control arm, you're gonna hit your coilover, which sucks.
That's not
That
fun.
sucks.
You don't want your FAPO to be too loose.
No.
So here's what we're doing. We're using this nut as a plumb bob to find our center line to where we need to mount our coilover. We're gonna take this, like so, drop it down in here, then take our level, move it over to our string.
Baby, talk to me. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain.
All right,
You know me.
all right.
I make music.
Try the lasagna. Okay, there we are. Mark.
And Scott,
Yes.
check this out. Check out what I found after we spent all that time.
get the other side.
You've seen the clips. All that time cutting out and measuring for the front. You want to see what I found?
Nice.
It came off the top of one of the old struts. It was like a
Yeah.
plastic.
So the front and the backs are the same though.
Yeah, front and the back's the same. So
So there it is.
you center that up, we should be good. We don't need a hole that big.
No.
The top hats on our new struts are smaller. I compensated for that when I made that plate. I know my FAPO dimensions.
Nice.
Look at this. There's rear suspension here. There still needs to be some reinforcements put in. We're gonna come back and do those. We need bigger washers for here. And then we're gonna put a piece of angle on the back to fill here. We're gonna cut the coilover off there, and then cover the back of this with a piece of angle. But it's in. There is suspension in the back of this car right now. So while John is still working on the front, we're going to put the bed on. Yeah. Right now. Excited?
I'm excited.
That hasn't been on this truck in a long time.
A minute. Yeah, let's do it.
Putting a backpack on the Chevy Love. Putting a backpack on the Chevy Love. Putting a backpack on the Chevy Love. Putting a backpack on the Chevy Love.
Did you look at these?
No, I
Look at these mounts.
we planned it that way. That's why.
Yeah, we did that on purpose. Definitely.
This FAPO is about to be a FAP on. Somewhere
that's really cool.
I like it a lot. Nice. Nice.
That looks awesome.
Beautiful.
Oh, is that the height we're going with?
I did 2 inches shorter than stock.
I think it'll be all right.
Oh, that looks sweet.
That looks really cool.
That's the happiest I've been on this whole truck.
Really?
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Man, that's really cool.
Before it was all concept. Now look at it, it's real.
That's a real suspension that we built.
Let's build the other side. Wow, that was really sloppy.
Barely get the jack out from under
Look at him move.
it. Dude, do it again. Yeah. You know, there's some friends on the Chevy lot.
There it is. You've literally seen it here first. Now you want to stand on it?
I'd like to give it a try.
You're like 1L28. Yeah, I think once the engine's in there, it's going to sit level. Got ride height already. That is bonkers.
We got suspension, so you know what the next step is.
I know.
What is it?
Engine.
And transmission.
That's an engine in the Chevy now. It doesn't fit, but we cut the fire wild. It's an abomination, but it's really cool. Put in the Datsun engine in the Chevy
John, how do you feel?
Oh,
Really good.
pretty good. Let me turn this wheel, make it straight.
Alright, right now. Hold up. I see where we're gonna have to cut.
All right, so where are we going to have to go?
Looks like just this right here. If we follow this line, if we take this line, follow it just back. Get rid of that. And then, I don't know, this might be alright.
Well, that looks like it might
Be all right.
Yeah, we're hitting over here.
We're gonna have to notch these inner fenders a little more. Looks like just the backs though.
That was a lot of work to get this far. But we have Miata suspension under a Chevy Love with a Datsun straight 6 in the engine bay. It's bonkers. There's a ton of work to get here, but now it's time for you to do some work.
Apparently they don't like the daisies. I don't get it, but we need some help picking wheels. If all of you could rattle together, throw down in the comments what wheel you would like to see on this Love, and we'll get them. Because we still have some money left over.
We do. We
So
have a little bit of budget left.
I think some fly wheels are in order after all this work.
I agree.
So please let us know what wheels you want to see on the Love.
They have to come in 4x100 because
Yes.
this is no longer a 6-stud.
The only 4x100 Love in the world, I'd imagine.
I imagine.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a fact.
This thing is one of a kind.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around as long as you have, watching us on this build. Next time you see this truck, it will be running and driving. So make sure you get down in the comments, like, subscribe, and tell us what wheels we need to put on this thing.
Catch you next time.